Hello, everyone. Welcome. You know, leadership used to be about time. It used to be about time, managing our time. It used to be about strategy. It used to be about hustle. It was who got the most things done in the shortest amount of time and how many things you could accomplish on your to-do list. But the reality is the most powerful edge that we have in leadership today is not our hustle. It is not our mode of checking boxes, but it's really our energy. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm Jen Beck. I'm the creator of the Energy First Leadership Movement, founder of Complete Health Revolution. And I want to talk to you today about what energy first leadership really is and how you can start taking advantage of it. Because the reality is, if we want to be at the leading edge, the cutting edge in leadership, if we really want to rise to the cream of the crop, it's not about the hustle anymore. It is truly about what you can create in the amount of time and energy that you have. Because ladies, I want you to think about it for a second. When you are energized mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, how do you lead? How do you show up for your family? How do you show up for your team? How do you show up for yourself? When you have your cup full of energy, we show up as our best. But when we're depleted, when we're low energy, when we are wiped out because all we've been doing is checking the boxes and being everything to everyone and doing all of the things, the people that we care about the most get the last of us, not the best of us. They get our leftovers. And so today I really want to talk about resetting the expectation, resetting the way that we lead, the way that we lead our lives, the way we lead ourselves, the way we lead our family and our businesses and our teams. And I want to know, does this resonate with you? If you're ready to stop managing time and start mastering your energy, just put an E in the chat. Put an E in the comments below. Let me know if that's you. If you're like, I am all about leading my life and feeling energized and enthusiastic about doing it. I want you to imagine leading meetings without depletion. Like you show up ready to rock versus, all right, I'm here. Think about the frazzled intern who has 1,000 Post-it notes and can't get their stuff together, right? We've all felt that before. I know I have for sure. But what happens when you lead from a place of vitality? Right? And you end each week with momentum and not in survival mode. There's a phrase in the Bible that says we should rest and we should lead. We should say this again. We should work from rest, not rest from work. And think about the mode that you're in right now. Are you crashing on the weekend, recharging enough just to be able to get back up and go do it again on Monday? Or are you really nurturing and nourishing yourself for the weekend so that on Monday you are ready to go and you hit the ground running? Or better yet, you take care of yourself each and every day so you don't need the weekends to recharge. You don't need the rest. Your body doesn't crash because you've pushed it too hard and now you have to recover. Right? Energy becomes our most strategic leadership asset. And I'll tell you, the leaders that are winning in this area, they're aligning, they're not grinding. No more is it the leader who just puts in 80 hours, but doesn't actually accomplish what they want to do. And they're not in alignment. So now the resentment builds, the anger builds, the frustration builds, the disconnect, the quiet quitting internally. The leaders that are going to succeed in this area are not the ones that are doing the grind. They're the ones that are really showing up authentically. And, historically, leadership tools and even a lot of the leadership tools that are out there today, they ignore the energetic toll. They don't pay attention to when we are in this overdrive mode of how much can we get done and how many things can we say yes to and how many people can we support and how many boards can we sit on. We forget about the person behind us. And I just want to give you just a heads up, just listen to these and see if any of these resonate with you. Because signs that you're out of alignment, signs that you are in the grind, and you probably already know if you are, but if not, right, you're exhausted, even after small decisions. It can feel like we have to overthink everything. We're constantly second guessing ourselves. And the littlest decisions just take a toll on us, right? Maybe you're dreading tasks that you once loved, things that you looked forward to, or maybe it's at home and maybe it's at work. But there are things that you once loved that now you're like, oh, if I have to do that, oh, I don't want to do that, or there's a resistance to it. And maybe your burnout is masked by caffeine. How much coffee are you drinking on a daily basis, or how much soda? Right? If these are true for you, just know that it's not weakness. It's not because you don't have enough willpower. It's the energy leaks. It's the things that are silently sapping our energy. And they are slowly burning us out. And maybe your candle is still burning at both ends, but the flame is diminished. You deserve to live every single day feeling alive. Like, think about a kid on Christmas morning. Like, I get to do my life today. That is how we were designed to live. Now, we have had lots of conditioning and we have been molded for production, not joy, not peace, not happiness and longevity. We've been molded for production. But I want you to just understand that true leadership today is emotional and energetic intelligence. It's really understanding what we need to thrive. What are the pieces that we have in place that really allow us to love our life and show up fully in all the things that we are committed to doing? It means managing our biorhythms, right? Really paying attention to it. Like, when do I need to sleep? Versus, oh, I've got 1 more hour of work and then I'll crash. Or I've got 3 more things that I can do and then I will. Or the guilt for taking a nap or skipping meals because we just don't have time, right? Leadership today is really honoring your needs physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's structuring your calendar for energy flow. I was actually just talking with a leader that I know in the HR industry, and she was talking about how she has changed her calendar around. So she now has time for a 2-hour walk in the morning, and it fuels her soul. And it creates so much more energy and peace of mind and joy in her life. What would it be for you? And maybe you don't have 2 hours today to start devoting to that. But first thing in the morning, could you turn on your favorite music instead of walking around in silence or grumping about or needing to listen to something work related? Like, what are the things that just bring you joy? How do you carve out 15 minutes just for you first thing in the morning? Right? So really look at your calendar and create space in there so that you can restore your energy mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Okay? Use food and your breath and breaks as fuel throughout the course of the day. And if you want a simple guide, I put together a power pause checklist. And these are recharging strategies that you can use all throughout the course of the day to help you reset, to help you reclaim your energy and to rise throughout the course of your day. Okay. And if you want that, go to CompleteHealthRevolution.com/powerpause. And powerpause is all one word. So CompleteHealthRevolution.com/powerpause, or put a PP in the comments and I'll send it to you. Okay. So let's talk about what are 4 leadership habits, 4 energy first leadership habits that you can create. The first one is to be able to track your energy levels throughout the course of the day. Now, why would that be important? Well, if you don't know when you're more energetic, you may be forcing yourself to do tasks that take a lot of energy, and you might be doing them in your lowest energy times. Or you may not be giving yourself space to be able to reclaim your energy. You know, the number one, the most significant time most people are fatigued or tired is mid-afternoon. Now, one of the number one reasons why people are tired in the afternoon is they're dehydrated. Number 2 is they've had a blood sugar crash from lunch. And number 3 is because they just have not taken a break and they're powering through. So the first habit is to be able to track your energy throughout the course of the day and do it on a daily basis. Do it for a couple of weeks and just see what the patterns are and how do you optimize the work that takes energy to align with the time that you have the most energy. Okay. The second one is to schedule 10-minute recovery windows. Schedule it in your calendar, like a meeting with your boss, like a meeting with your team, like the most sacred time that you can create in your calendar. Why? Because if you're not recharging throughout the course of the day, you will be exhausted and you will have energy spikes and crashes. And by the end of the day, how do you feel? Are you energized? Are you like, oh my gosh, I feel so ready to go out and deal with the kids. I am so ready to go to that board meeting. I am so excited. No, we're like, oh, I have to do one more thing. And then it becomes the old debate. Like, what do you want for dinner? I don't care. What do you want? I don't care. What do you want? I don't really care. Just pick something. Well, I don't really care. You pick something. Just pick something. And you end up ordering a pizza or grabbing takeout or fast food. Right. And so the more that we can be able to protect and sustain and reclaim our energy throughout the course of the day, you will feel 10 times better at the end of the day. Okay. So schedule 10-minute recovering windows. Number 3 is to protect the first 90 minutes. The first 90 minutes of your day, really try to leave your phone to the side. When we pick up our phone and we're laying in bed, it is a stress response. It is a trauma response. When we're picking up our phone going, okay, what do I need to do today? What do I need to do? We're in survival mode and we're in reaction. We're not in intention. We're not designing our day. We're not deciding how I want to feel today. What do I want today to look like and feel like and be like? We are immediately into reaction mode. So first thing in the morning, if you grab your phone, turn on a meditation, turn on Spotify, have a playlist that just livens you up and rejuvenates you right when you wake up in the morning. But really focus on, how do you create clarity? What do you want to create today? What do you want to set the intention for your day? What are you committed to accomplishing? Not the list of 20 things that is on your to-do list, but pick 2 or 3 that are like, if these 3 things happen today, that would be amazing. That would make it a great day. And it might be spending 10 minutes with your kids undistracted. It might be getting the biggest hug for 20 seconds from your partner. It might be phoning a friend that you haven't talked to and you catch up for a while. Notice how majority of these are people driven. Because the people in our lives, hopefully, are the ones that are fueling our energy. If you have people in your life that are draining your energy, we probably need to talk. Right? But really look at, how do you set yourself up for the first 90 minutes of the day? And I will tell you, there are a lot of women that I work with that are like, I don't know. I get up and the second I wake up, the dog needs me, the kids need me. There's something to do. My email is blowing up. We got to talk about that, because if you're not centered on you first in the morning, it will become you last throughout the rest of the day. And that alone will deplete your energy and suck the life out of you eventually. Now, if you're in your 20s and 30s, you may not know what I mean. But if you're in your 40s or 50s, you know exactly what I mean. Where you're looking around going, is this all there is? Like, I love my life. It looks really awesome on paper, but I want more. And ladies, you deserve more. You absolutely deserve to wake up in the morning going, oh my gosh, I love my life. And then the 4th thing is to create energy buffers after draining tasks. So there's a book by Brian Tracy. Is it Brian Tracy? I think it's Brian Tracy. And he wrote a book called Eat That Frog. And what it talks about is doing the thing that you dislike the most, the thing that you dread the most, first thing in the morning. Why? Because if you do it and you keep putting it off throughout the course of the day, it doesn't just go away. It sits in the back of your head and it drains your energy throughout the course of the day. So yes, eat the frog, get it done first thing, and then give yourself a break. Reward yourself with 5 or 10 minutes, 15 minutes, a half an hour to go and just do something that restores you. It could be listening to some Hertz music. It could be, watching funny cat TikTok videos, whatever it is for you. But ideally, I would go outside and go take a walk or get some sunshine on your face. Call somebody, get some engagement, right? But create an energy buffer so that you don't go from one task that drains your energy to the next task that drains your energy to the next, right? We don't want to live a life where we're dreading the next thing. Okay. And if you are ready to thrive instead of just survive your day, put a T in the comments, right? You deserve to thrive. You deserve to go through your day feeling awesome and loving what you're doing versus dreading the next thing. Okay. Think about a visual, right? Think about this thing. Think about your phone. What happens when your phone is only charged at 10% and you have 10 apps open? It drains it a lot faster, doesn't it? Especially if it's Google or Apple Maps. But your mind is your phone. It is your device, whether it's your device, your computer running on just battery. If you have too many tabs open and no plug, you don't recharge that battery, you're toast. And the more things you have going on in your head and in your life without you being fully present in them, it drains that battery so much faster. So leading from energy, it's more presence, it's more power, and it's more peace. And when you lead from power, peace, and presence, you'll influence more. You'll have the ability to get more accomplished, not more done, but more accomplished. You'll feel better doing it, right? It's not just about thriving, but it's truly about, or it's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. So it's a matter of how you show up in your day. So choose one habit. Choose one thing that we talked about from today. Okay? Choose one. And we're talking about tracking your energy levels, scheduling the 10-minute breaks, protecting your first 90 minutes, and then creating energy buffers. Pick one of those and do it for 7 days and just see. Notice what the difference is. Notice how your decisions, your mental clarity, and your capacity, notice how they shift. But don't try to do everything in one day. Pick one thing and just start somewhere. Focus on your energy first. Your energy mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Your energy isn't extra. It's everything. And if this speaks to you and you're like, I need to overhaul my energy. I need to get a grip on this and I really want to. If you're committed to doing that, schedule a time with me. I would love to sit down and do a barrier breakthrough session with you. Look at where you are right now. Where do you want to go? And what's in that gap? The gap can be something mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, or logistically. But if we can figure out what the gap is, we'll create an action plan. I should say, when we figure out the gap, we'll create an action plan. So now you have the next best step for you to take to start amplifying your energy today. So if that's you and you're ready for that next step, go to talkwithjenbeck.com, schedule a barrier breakthrough session, and let's get your energy from a 2 to a 10 so you can live a life that you love and truly thrive doing it. Thanks so much for being here. I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you, and I will see you next Wednesday. Make it an amazing day.